I have enough. Uh, I had this, and it was like I lost my emaciated feelings of not wanting to eat because there's nothing to eat uh, that I desire based on what's in this house and based on I spent my money today on 2 packs of cigarettes. These and then these. And what do I want to do? Push everything up against the walls and furniture, minus the drawers and closets. And this continue. I have enough to do. And then the rest of my media is out there, going towards the guest room. And this is my car because I do not have one. And I never want to drive it because I think of what? I'll steal your money. Yeah, this is what I get in place of, let's see, I lastly looked at a Nissan Ariya, which is something I want. I already know the color. And thank you. Whoever is thinking that they are, uh, up until now, have been conducive towards this reality. But I have enough in terms of things to do. I was thinking earlier, take a break from thinking about formalization and everything because we've been thinking for the past 3 days. And what is it next? I'm allowing this mom to run down my situation more. What does this tell me? Just get to this. She's already doing it. ETA, who cares? When it comes to that, it's no longer a route. So, aren't we thinking already in preparation for MLN activities in terms of superhero media and enjoying it again? And then gaming when possible. I have not been for the past since thinking maybe I did once. Oh, I logged in and tried to and wasn't able to. Uh, what was it lastly? Before that? You use this side of the blanket, you'll be in bed all day, let me tell you. But I am ending the mandate for the ceasing of MLN activities officially. I don't see the need to wait anymore. What time is it? 2:36 a.m. over here. And I was hearing that everyone was good to go in terms of their feelings for getting back to it officially. And I was able to gather that across the planet feeling from in the back, right? Maybe less than half an hour ago. And with less than $26, uh, because I got jacked for not listening, and I still don't care, and I'll just think about that one later when it comes to people telling you they're gonna actually jack your money, and they do, and you confirm it later, and whether you want that to continue, right? Because if you run down your situation and allow it to get run down with your SMLs stealing your money, you end up with a situation where you need to be, I'm thinking for myself, doing this shit. I mean, I've got it to this point. I'm living a different life, even though people first time impression of my room is, dude. But you don't see what I see, and I always avoid saying it because I'm tired of hearing it. This is your gaming situation. Look at his gaming situation. His room is so messy, but you're not understanding what I'm going through in terms of what this would tell you if you actually pay attention. I did not go downstairs at all yesterday, except for ice twice, maybe. And the reason was not avoiding these people, but staying in bed all day because I turned this blanket upside down. That's all I did, and also thinking, and then the posting. Maybe did I once? So, if you allow your situation financially to get run down because you're tired of asking for money, especially when you know uh, receiving welfare situations because your PMLs lied and said you were crazy or whatever, and then as SMLs impersonating them, running down your situations in ways which are odd, not becoming of a parent, even for a 45-year-old child of yours living in your bedroom, telling you this and that. And what are you doing in terms of this and that? You're watching me all day, and you are just like my own mom, corroborating with every movement these people outside make. But in terms of positionally, right? They have less concern for need for worry about their own situations. Those most on the outside positionally, right? They keep themselves from coming in through their personalities, not involving being ultimately a reliant SML on me. They keep their anonymity also. You know, don't come to the front and then let yourself be recorded and posted. Not using modulation. For what? Does it matter? I don't know who you are. Positionally, I wouldn't be doing that. You're not close enough. If I know your face, come to see it enough times, then that creates concern for you. That's why it doesn't matter. But mom over here, don't care. This is me mad about only having $25 for today. It's 40. You brought it down to 25 because of me allowing my money to get stolen. $10 less than. And then uh I don't need money. I have enough to do. Don't we all? So that's it. I'm just gonna do my do while they do out there at spontaneous moments, which are really violent and huge now, and light, and the audio is like droning in like without highs and shit. No, I don't know what that. It involves like water and like the obsidian I have here. They have to think of their audio when it comes to explosions. Because the next, thank you, ma'am. The next concepts are, if they run it down, we think of the range. Here we go. We think of the range of their attacks. If the financial situation in terms of antagonistic activities is bringing it down to $25 in your situation, you go from buying energy drinks to buying another pack of cigarettes because you don't want to leave. You end up with 2 days up to, at my pace of smoking, maybe from this point, when it was like a pack every 2 days. Now I'm going to do 2 packs a day. It means that I'm going to be how busy balancing that whilst doing all this. But them bringing down other types of security and us allowing it because we're fed up with having to create the recourse for it, and we'd rather do something else. If you need to be in a situation without money in order to do things at your house, residence, not because you don't have motivations, because your alignment won't allow you to move on things unless they give you motivation. I'm sitting here with all this stuff, all this media, not using any of it. I got to figure out how in order to get all that going. But them running down security, we are a planet formalizing. We are a lonely planet having situation in terms of we are going league. We are superheroes that are and villains, and we want to fucking do shit. Where are you bringing it? Right? You're not bringing us situations on the street. You're only bringing us situations when it comes to our checking accounts. And what we do in terms of in our residences and on the street. But there's for those in epicenter situations, there's nothing to do out there. Just get what you need and come home. Procure. Everything to do is at home. They see us as preparing for our and then actually wanting with our attire, wearing suits, displaying in public devices that we made or bought, how we rock them. When they see all that, and then your physical abilities in terms of you doing it on your own by working out and training and getting yourself there with your own body is what I want to do. You think of being in that situation that's a bubble. You're not getting anywhere with anyone in terms of relationships. You have this perspective, and you're no longer caring about being alone for 20 years or whatever. You get to work, right? They see that. What do? Are we going to start seeing them on the street as the mantlers that they are instead of hiding it and walking away? Or are they going to come bring us something like a situation involving positivity and negativity? Leaning towards what eventually, if it does? Or do they go home? Right? Influxing and invading. Which one are you? If you consider yourself the type with normal logic and etiquette and manners, you're not coming up to me saying my dick is small and laughing and leaving. You're coming up to me saying hi and with eye contact. I mean, we look at all these people and like what their isms are when they go into their darting off into avoiding my hang up or whatever. If they can bring it to on our planet looking like barren, you have more of a situation for what? Let's think. Versus your situation with positives and influxing employees at establishments. Then you have influxing going on how, and then you have invaders still with your regulars, of course, and then you don't know who they are in the back, but what kind of activities do they conduct as you traverse or stay home? Variability or accumulative? I think important to observe from this point. Because we know this, we can gauge where our situation is in terms of formalization. I want them to bring it to us because we think, right? As an administrator or as someone who does not want to have it, be the other way around when it comes to the pen is mightier than the sword. Because that is administrator, it is communication via the avenues there. in actuality. When I get to that, I get to that. Right now, it's wanting this. And then, what do we see towards, oh no, what do we see along the timeline, thank you, sir, timeline of events, uh, uh, and at the end, the completion of formalization? Are we going to see conflicts that create media worthy events and results with our superheroes and villains and wide people on our planet, including corporate and their movements? The stock markets wanting to go bull market would be after more league activity, I think, on both sides. Because, of course, you need sales and new releases. That's our events on our planet. When we say come bring it to us, and you don't, all you bring us is your jack, 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 and your jacking off, jacking off. We say thank you. Let's eat. You know? Because you are providing the situation and me with the perspective on what should I do with it in terms of the opportunities it's presenting me. That's when you move, right? There's no worry about me sitting here with no money, no sex life, no social life, and no gaming life. And this is the life right now. Again, people who say this is the only way we know how to live are telling you they gave up on life. When I hear that, how do I respond to it? I don't say shit like that. I know how to live in different ways. That's survival. Darwinian. That's the way. Those are the ways of sentient beings, and when it comes to the universe and nature, moving along with elements. Truly, truly, technology. They are going backwards in terms of being self-destructive and decimating themselves when it comes to those types of people. But they're the ones invading when it comes to the negatives, truly, and then influxing when it comes to them fulfilling their own objectives while being also mindful of ours and not getting too invasive or getting too close relationship-wise and situationally. That's the regulars. This is the only way we know how to live. Really, survival of the fittest. Not this, you know, this fake gangster doesn't know how to run his liabilities and whatnot. Yeah. Take a look at my life and take a look at your life. People who say shit like that. So we're back to it. And then we know, you know, with the logic and the understanding, it's knowing things really. Not your like smarts or whatever. Avoiding becoming complacent in order to achieve things which you should not be striving for, because you will ruin yourself. And then it becomes what? All the ideas you're having because you weren't being honest with yourself. You were, and you brought yourself to the point where you did something you shouldn't have. Always ending up at these points where like you remember something and then, you know, you want to do something else. Unless you want to like think about it. But that's people who made mistakes. Your liabilities. That's why they're a liability. They're a pain in the ass because they always fuck up. You watch them fuck up all day to the point where you get money. I'm down to less than 30 seconds, so good luck with your endeavors, sirs and ma'ams. Good morning.